Hi, this is Sive Morten with the daily update on EURUFX. I post my exclusive market overviews with the key political and economical events, charts and important levels on the ForexPeaceArmy.com forums weekly. This short video is a response to rapidly changing situation on the currency markets and should help you to stay on top of the game and be profitable. I suggest you to visit ForexPeaceArmy.com forum and read my analysis for the week before watching this daily video. Okay, let's take a look at the euro currency again. Well, it looks like the market has turned to the reserve way since yesterday we also announced the suggestion that probably that could be no retracement from this resistance, and that in fact what we are seeing now. So market just has passed through this 134.86 area, that is black dot line on the chart, and stands now rather a bit higher, so it's around 135.70 area. Well, should we treat this situation as the final breakout of this significant area and we could now be focused on the upward continuation, or it's a bit too early about this? Well, I think that the second thought is more correct, because 134.86 area is the monthly chart resistance. So that is the 50% resistance on the monthly time frame. That is rather big chart, long-term chart. That's why the area that we have discussed is around 135 area should be treated more as the area rather than just a single number on the euro currency. That's why I can't exclude that still we will see some respect to this area. On the daily time frame, I see two significant moments. First one is that now market is not at the overbought, so it has the room to continue move a bit higher. Second moment that is significant, market stands right under 1618 extension of the initial upward ABCD pattern. So we will take a look at A, B, C bottom. 1618 extension stand precisely in this area. So I suppose that within the current trading session and tomorrow, that will be some sort of the pause, the time to wait for us, because market not quite reached the extension, so it will need some time to reach it. But distance between the 1618 extension and current market is rather small. That's why I take currently the long position not quite reasonable, I suppose, at least for me. And probably that could be particularly the resistance that market could use to start the retracement and respect of the 135 resistance area. Well, who knows, maybe this will happen. Since this is, as I said, long-term resistance area, we can't exclude the possibility that market will show Russian rings on the weekly time frame. So now we have the upward week, but if next week will be to the downward and market will return right back below 134.80 area, that could look like the Russian rings on the weekly time frame of this important 135 high. So that's why since this is a bit extended in time, a period of respect of this area, and we will need some time to understand how market in reality responds to this area. That's why it could be different surprises around this level. If market will proceed higher, right to the 135, 136, 136.50 area, well, in this case we probably could say yes, market has passed this area, especially if it will take some 2 weeks of the further upward move. And in this case we will be able to switch to 138.30 target. That is our next target on the long-term charts. But until this will happen, until market will meet with the 1618 extension that could also trigger the resistance, probably market continue move to the upside only due to this level, just to accomplish the long-term projection of this ABCD pattern, and that is only reason why market now continue move to the upside, and after that it could turn to the retracement. Who knows? But currently we see that market near the projection, near the target of the 1618 extension, and in the area of monthly resistance. So Personally, I prefer to wait some trading sessions to understand what is really going on the market in this long area. We should not be hasty around significant monthly levels. Well, currently I do not see any patterns. Trend holds bullish here, so if you have still long position and hasn't taken profit yesterday around the level that we have talked about, well, you could probably hold it till the 1618 at minimum. It's around 136 12 area, I suppose, or 20 area, sorry, 136.20 approximately. Well, let's shift to the 4-hour time frame. On the 4-hour time frame, we see some smaller patterns that also point on potentially on the reaching of this area. What are they? First of all, you can see this bullish flag pattern, the consolidation that we have discussed yesterday. So if you apply the classical approach to the estimation of the target of this pattern, you know that usually after creating the flag pattern, market shows the equal move to the flag's mast. The flag's mast is right here. So from this point, from this low to this high, if we will count it from the breakout point, we will get the area around 136.10, 136.16 area approximately. The second moment is this small ABCD pattern. Well, although I prefer, as you know, I prefer a bit deeper retracement with the BC leg, but still, this is some sort of the ABCD pattern that also points at the same area. Pay attention to this level. That was our 1618 extension of the butterfly yesterday, and market has failed here. Usually, when the butterfly fails, it fails miserably. It means that market usually shows significant move to the upside if market shows no respect to the butterfly pattern. That adds some points to the real breakout suggestion. So since the butterfly has failed right at resistance, that, as you understand from the converse point of view, from the opposite point of view, suggests that probably this breakout could become true breakout, could be a real breakout. Since if market intends to show the respect of this area, what could be better than the butterfly pattern right under resistance to show the respect of this level, to show the retracement? But this hasn't happened. That's why that makes me think that this could be in fact the real breakout of this area, and we still probably could see the upward continuation. But the one thing is to suggest and to make the assumptions, but quite another, quite different, is to see the real confirmation from the price action of these assumptions. That's why I said that probably better to still wait some clarification from the market, more transparency about what to expect from this behavior. But as I said, the fact that that butterfly has failed right around resistance makes me think that this is a significant advantage of bullish side, as we say, if you could call it such way. Well, actually, on the lower time frames, on the hourly time frame, I do not see any significant patterns, only upward continuation as well. So, in fact, I can't offer you any trades right now, what we could do, particularly in current moment of time. I just see that market should reach the level around 136.15, 136.20. That will be the resistance on the daily time frame. Second moment is that it's too early to throw away the thoughts about the monthly resistance. Although market stands 70 pips higher than the 135, I think that it's not the reason to say that we have passed the resistance totally. Anything could happen. As I said, monthly levels are full of the surprises. To be really drastic price action could happen. Well, that's why I think that we need some patterns of something, to some further action to the upside to get the better confirmation of that bullish power of the market. So that's all what I would like to say. Let's see how it will turn. Probably I suppose that on the current week, today and tomorrow, we hardly will see something really worth it to trade. But who knows? Maybe market will give us any surprises on Friday.